Hi, I'm Craig Fraser. I'm here with Iwata airbrushes and art tool products, and I'm basically here to demonstrate a brand new product that's about ready to hit the market. Matter of fact, it's one we've been waiting for a while. It's a professional airbrush maintenance tool set. And here we got the case right here. It comes with a nice cloth case, cool zipper on there, and you see all the tools I've got that are laid out here are actually firmly packed in here, so they're not going to be roaming around inside your case. Has a nice little pouch in the middle. You can put either Q-tips or any cleaning accessories or parts in. And there's enough space right here to actually put 3 other airbrushes. Now, the cool thing is this case is actually available completely separate and without the tools in it. And as you can see, you can only put 3 airbrushes on that side. You can put 3 airbrushes on the other side. This little pouch in the middle for your accessories also Velcros in and out. Very neat little item. And that is completely available also by itself. Now, as cool as this case is, you got to have cool tools to put in it. So I'm going to show you some of the tools that come in the new professional airbrush maintenance toolkit. Now I'm going to start out with my favorite tool in this kit, and that's this one right here. This is the new Iwata Softjaw Pliers. Now when you first look at this, you can't help but notice these brand new little nylon inserts. So these things are really cool, and I'll tell you why. How many times you destroyed the chrome on your airbrush by using a normal pair of pliers to take off your fluid cap or your air cap on there, or even the hard to loosen up air valve assembly on the bottom. You can now do it without damaging any of it with this nylon insert on the pliers. It also has that slot like most pliers have, so it goes up to a larger size. This is perfect for like if you have your LPH series, your large format series spray guns by Iwata. All of those nozzles and hard to loosen nuts can now be taken off without any damage to the surface. Now these eventually will wear out because of the nylon inserts, but if you notice the little Phillips screw inside there, these nylon inserts can be replaced. Iwata actually makes a complete set of replacements on this so the pliers can stay as good a condition as when you first bought them. So that's what these are right here. These are the new Iwata soft grip pliers. Moving right along to the next tool, we have this one here. Now, right off the bat, this will freak you out because it's an empty, rigid plastic tube. Don't think you missed out on something or you got ripped off. This is just an empty tube to store your needles in. Now, this is great because I always dent, damage, or bend my brand new needles when I'm not using them. And I also like to keep spare needles in my kit for doing cleaning or repairs, and I like to keep the new ones separated. So you got a nice rigid tube. It's not going to dent inside your case, and 2 little end caps on there. Great little gizmo that Iwata throws into that toolkit for you. Next tool I'm going to show you is the air valve guide wrench. Now this is really, really handy. If any of you guys have ever tried to remove the air valves in the bottom of the airbrush, because you got a little guide in there that is threaded and it's got 2 slots on it. I made my own tool and it was okay, but it was nothing compared to this. This one not only fits perfectly, but allows you to single-handedly loosen and tighten back in that air valve guide. I'm not going to take it all the way out, but when removed, it's got a spring behind it. If you got the wrong tool, those parts are going to go everywhere. Trust me, I've got a carpet at home full of those springs and parts. Now, there are 2 different sizes throughout the different models of airbrushes out there, hence the 2 different sizes you have here on each end of the wrench. You also got this cool maintenance manual that Iwata throws in. This will tell you exactly which tool to use on which airbrush, so you won't be making any mistakes and you've got everything right there at your fingertips. So again, this is the air valve guide wrench from Iwata. Now the next tool I'm going to demonstrate is the Iwata nozzle wrench. Now those of you that have purchased an Iwata airbrush in the past probably remember that cool little chrome wrench that comes with the airbrush. Still a great wrench. Iwata's taken it up 1 notch with this improvement of the Iwata nozzle wrench. Now this is totally different looking and I'll show you why. I'm going to take this airbrush here. I'm going to take my fluid cap off, which I already loosened using my Softjaw pliers. Now, unlike the wrench that goes on from the side and you have to kind of spin it around and it might fall off and you'll lose the tip, this wrench actually goes right over the top of the nozzle and allows you to single-handedly unthread and loosen the nozzle and remove the nozzle, and the nozzle never will leave the wrench. Allows you to also very easily put the nozzle back on, thread it back on, and as soon as you feel it meet up, right there, I feel a little bit of resistance. That's it. Don't tighten it anymore. This nozzle and this wrench by the actual design will prevent you from over tightening, stripping, and breaking your nozzle, which is a major issue that's happened in the past with people that over tighten them. So really great tool. Been waiting for this a long time. The Iwata nozzle wrench. Now the last two tools we're going to showcase in this kit are the needle packing screwdrivers. Now these things are great. Any of you guys ever tried to adjust that needle packing screw, you know, that little seal inside the Iwata that keeps all that paint from flowing back to the air valve? It is a nightmare. You usually get a little small screwdriver in there, you're adjusting it, you're going back and forth, and you always have to readjust it all the time. You can see it right inside there in this little cutaway. Now what this tool does is it not only has a screwdriver, it's got a built-in guide. As I stick it inside there, the guide goes in where the needle would. You spin it until you find the slot, and then you can proceed to tighten and loosen. And as you tighten, you can actually feel the resistance as you go back and forth. And that gives you the instant feeling of like, okay, I like the needle at that tension right there, because that guide is exact width of your needle. This thing is amazing. Not only that, if you were to pull this all the way out, the screw will end up staying on the guide, which is always a pain to try and get that threaded right back in there again. Amazing tool, can't say enough about it. And you notice there's two here. Why? There's a 1.2 and a 1.4. Again, you're going to refer back to your maintenance guide. It will tell you exactly which airbrush to use for the right tool. So this is the needle packing screwdriver, and that's the last tool in the kit. That just about wraps it up for this video on the professional airbrush maintenance kit. Now, I don't want you to forget the other great products by Iwata as well as Art Tool. There's the new cleaning mat. There's also the airbrush cleaning kit. There's also refills for that cleaning kit. Don't forget the 360 nozzle sprayer, as well as the new studio wipes that come in both the 12-pack and an 80-pack. So my name is Craig Fraser, and for Iwata Airbrushes and Art Tool products, I'll see you later.